Nestled in the heart of suburbia, where the gentle morning dew slowly drips off the meticulously maintained green lawns and pristine white picket fences stand tall and proud, a sentinel to the perfect Americana dream, there lies a street barely discernible from others. This is Maple Street, a veritable oasis of normalcy, a tranquil sanctuary that revels in the monotony of everyday life. It's a street characterized by the ordinary, the quiet, and the unassuming. Yet, there is something about Maple Street that sets it apart. As the sun sinks below the horizon and the fiery hues of the evening sky give way to the inscrutable depths of the night, an entirely different aspect of Maple Street begins to emerge. The usual humdrum of daily life seems to dissipate into the growing shadows that stretch ominously across the landscape, marking the beginning of an eerie transformation. Once the cloak of darkness unfurls, Maple Street seems to awaken, pulsating to a rhythm that is somehow unsettling yet intriguing. It's as if the very fabric of the night is woven with a sense of foreboding that is palpable in the whispering wind, which carries an eerie tune that dances on the edge of perception. Each streetlight serves as a beacon, flickering erratically, casting pools of illumination that appear to communicate in a Morse code only understood by the unseen entities that lurk in the shadows. The wind rustles the leaves in the trees in an uncanny symphony, amplifying the eeriness of the scene. In the distance, the solitary bark of a dog pierces the stillness, echoing hauntingly throughout the deserted surroundings. It seems like a futile effort, a desperate attempt to warn the slumbering inhabitants of Maple Street about the uncanny presence that lurks in the darkness. The Smith's mailbox rattles inexplicably, an enigma that sends a chill down your spine, while the Johnson's porch swing oscillates bizarrely in an otherwise windless environment, creating an eerie symphony in the still night. The air seems to have a peculiar weight to it, heavy and anticipatory. The silence hums with an unnatural resonance. The curtains in the vacant Henderson house, in an odd display of independent will, draw themselves shut. It is as if they're hiding something sinister behind their thick, velvety folds. An uncanny disregard of logic and reason penetrates the calm, suburban neighborhood of Maple Street. In the heart of this tranquility, unseen forces perform a dark ballet, mischievously toying with the seemingly ordinary, transforming homely familiarity into an unsettling foreignness. They twist the threads of reality, infusing the night with a foreboding sense of dread. It's a paradox of silence and noise, of calm and chaos. Every tick of the clock, every creak of a floorboard, only amplifies the fear. The spectre, a ghostly apparition unseen by the naked eye, prowls through the quaint homes of Maple Street, its footsteps a faint whisper in the darkness. It takes delight in disrupting the quiet lives of the residents, teasing those who dream in their slumber. A picture frame is tilted, a chair is moved slightly out of place, just enough to make your heart skip a beat. It plays its tricks, a spectral prankster finding mirth in inducing panic. Its joy emanates from the chaos it creates, the fear it instills, the unsettling sense that something is amiss. The Poltergeist's reign of terror reaches a fever pitch. In the once serene suburb of Maple Street, an unseen, unexplainable menace has been unleashed. The air, thick with suspense, shivers as though electrified, amplifying the macabre atmosphere. The wind picks up, swirling in unnatural patterns, howling warnings to those who dare to listen. The world seems to pause for a moment, a chilling calm before the storm, as if dreading the inevitable. Then, with a force as sudden as it is horrifying, doors throughout the neighborhood start to slam shut. The resounding echoes, reverberating off the compact residential buildings, startle even the bravest hearts. Without warning, windows shatter, their shards exploding inward in a deadly rain of glass. The parents' protective instincts kick in as they shield their children, their eyes wide with terror as they bear witness to this inexplicable spectacle. Simultaneously, lights begin to flicker erratically, casting eerie shadows that dance on the walls, only adding to the fear and uncertainty rapidly spreading. The once peaceful Maple Street is steadily descending into a nightmarish reality that none can escape. The darkness grows, its inky fingers reaching into each home, further instilling terror into the hearts of its residents. The inhabitants, once oblivious to any danger, now stand paralyzed, The dread sinks in, seeping into their every pore. Their sanctuary of normalcy, a place they once considered a haven from the rest of the world, has been ruthlessly shattered. The once tranquil suburb has been transformed into a battlefield where fear is the only constant. Each soul is caught in a horrifying reality, their sanctuary of normalcy shattered. The sun rises, casting away the shadows of the night. The first light of dawn seeps into every nook and cranny, illuminating the world with a faint golden hue. The sleepy neighborhood of Maple Street, once peaceful and quiet, now wears the scars of a night-long battle with an unseen force. Homes that once stood proud and pristine now lay in a state of disarray, their pristine facades shattered, a stark contrast to their usual immaculate appearance. The poltergeist, the malevolent spirit that has plagued this street, seems to have retreated. All through the night, it had wreaked havoc, turning the peaceful suburban setting into a scene straight out of a horror movie. Doors were ripped off their hinges, windows shattered, and furniture overturned. The once neatly trimmed hedges now stood wild and unkempt, bearing witness to the terrifying events of the night. The residents, once a close-knit community, now live in fear. The laughter and cheer that once filled the air have been replaced with an eerie silence. The only sounds to be heard are the rustling of the leaves and the occasional creak of a worn-out hinge, a grim reminder of the terror that had unfolded. Every corner of Maple Street, once a picture of suburban bliss, now tells the tale of a night of terror. The eerily desolate street, its tranquility shattered, echoes with the haunting question: is this just a fleeting respite, or has the poltergeist truly disappeared? Yet amidst the chaos, a glimmer of hope remains. The sun, in all its glory, continues to rise, casting its golden rays upon the remnants of the shattered community. It illuminates the world, casting away the darkness and bringing with it a new day, a new hope. The question lingers in the crisp morning air: has the poltergeist disappeared, or is this just the beginning? As the day wears on, life on Maple Street resumes its rhythm. The sun, hanging high in the heavens, casts long, dancing shadows onto the quiet, tree-lined street. Children, the vibrant lifeblood of Maple Street, give into the pull of their youthful energy. Their laughter echoes through the serene neighborhood, a sweet, melodic symphony that drowns out the eerie silence of the night before. They play games of tag and hide and seek, their innocence a stark contrast to the dark events that have transpired. Adults, too, attempt to find solace in the comforting rhythm of their ordinary routines. They exchange pleasantries and share warm smiles, a desperate attempt to push away the chilling memories that still haunt them. They return to their gardens, their books, their daily chores, trying to contain the fear that threatens to break through their well-practiced facades of calm and control. In the background, birds sing their harmonious tunes, their voices providing the perfect soundtrack to the seemingly idyllic scene. They flit from tree to tree, oblivious to the tension that throbs beneath the surface of the peaceful street. But beneath this veneer of normalcy, a chilling truth remains. Maple Street is forever changed. The events of the past have left an indelible mark on the collective psyche of its residents. Its reality, once so warm and comforting, is now distorted, its peace disrupted. Whispers of fear and confusion have replaced the former conversations of joy and camaraderie. Unseen eyes seem to watch from the shadows, casting an oppressive pall over the once cheerful neighborhood. The once beloved street has become the setting of the Poltergeist of Maple Street. It is a chilling story of horror that has left its residents grappling with the unseen and forced them to dance with the supernatural. This is no longer just an avenue of houses. It is a twisted tale of the unknown, a dance with the supernatural. As night falls again, the question remains: will the poltergeist return? Only the shadows of Maple Street know the answer. Only the moonlit night holds the secret. And for now, it remains silent. Until the next time darkness descends on Maple Street.